Here we are again. What's awaiting us right now? We've got all kinds of stuff to look at that's glowing, which of course means that it is important. Like this. Coffee. Milk. Perfect. I'm glad that I'm acquiring all this food. It's going to be very important, I'm sure. So he says that he wants coffee in general. Ooh. Various kinds of foodstuffs. None my favorites, though. Wow, you're a whiny bitch. Do I really... Oh, but yeah, my flashlight. Got a lollipop. For 20... Wow. You know, we don't have any of those, so... Why not? So this is definitely a ripoff. What is the same stuff here? Coffee. Coffee. Coffee.
Good morning, Mr. Morgan. Your breakfast is ready for you.
Thank you, Mrs.
Polly Oxford. Just Polly is fine.
Well then. Thank you, Polly. I'm starving.
Is everything all right, Mr. Morgan?
Yes, it's delicious, Polly. My compliments to the chef.
I'm hoping my cooking will bring back repeat guests. Honestly, though, it's been a while since anyone has stayed here.
I couldn't help but notice. Aside from you and me, there seems to be no other guests or workers around.
What's that? The salt's in that white shaker there.
Thank you. I was wondering if there were any other guests or workers here.
Oh, no one else. My husband and I used to run this place, but he's in heaven now.
You've been working here alone since then. Must be hard by yourself.
Oh my, we're all out of pepper. I'm very sorry.
It must be difficult to run a hotel by yourself.
Well, yes, I suppose. I could just live on my pension, but I have to admit, running a hotel is kind of like a hobby of mine.
That's nice. Polly, it might help to hear you better if you could sit a little closer.
Oh my, Mr. Morgan, you're embarrassing me. So early in the day, too. I think I'm a little too old for you. And I still love my departed husband. May God rest his soul. I appreciate the invitation, but I'm fine over here.
Polly, I can hardly hear you from all the way over there.
You're exaggerating. This is fine. It won't do to be all clumped together with such a large table and cafeteria. We have to make use of all this space. Now tell me, that wound on your face, what happened?
Let's just say I had some trouble during the last case I was working on. I'm sure it'll heal. It's just a flesh wound.
Oh my, well, there's no need to be the tough guy here. I want you to be able to relax here. I've prepared a special room for you. A famous rock star once stayed in the same room, you know.
Really? I feel honored.
If you need anything at all, just let me know. I'll help you out in any way I can.
Zach, the lady is offering to help. Do you want to ask her about the town?
Say, Polly, what can you tell me about this town?
Well, let me see. You might know this already, but the town is called Greenvale. It rains here quite often, but it's a nice place, surrounded with nature. It was a big and prospering lumber town until not so long ago. We used to have a population of over 6,000 people. Less than a tenth of them left now. This hotel was built back then. We saw plenty of guests in those days.
That's why this place is so big for such a small community.
I have so many fond memories from back then. I suppose the clock on the community center is quite famous too.
Clock?
Oh yes, it's lovely. It rings in the morning and at night to let the whole town know the time. You'll hear it many times during your stay. It's a beautiful sound. And you'll love it too, I think.
I look forward to hearing it then.
Anything else you'd like to know about?
Yes, actually, Polly. Could you tell me about the shops around here?
Shops? Well, there aren't many. It is a small town, after all. You can do most of your shopping at the Milk Barn convenience store. The couple who run it are a unique pair. I'm sure you'll get to like them. The A&G Diner is a great place to eat. They might be open even if my kitchen is closed. If you want to go to a bar, there are two. The Galaxy of Terror and the Sweary 65. I don't care much for either of them. Bars are for the younger folk. We also have a gas stand, of course, the art gallery, and even a gunsmith. You should be able to find what you need.
Thank you, Polly.
Well, Mr. Morgan, I'd better start cleaning up. You just take it easy. I'll bring your coffee out in a moment.
Thank you, Polly. I have to warn you, though, I am very particular about my coffee. The very best you have, please.
I understand. I'll be right back with it.
Did you see that, Zach? Clear as a crisp spring morning. F.K. in the coffee. I knew I could count on it. Never fails.
Now then, let's get going.
What did I just witness? You know what? I'm just gonna keep going. I think I just need to start looking at this as a purely surrealistic piece. Because that was so peculiar. Let's keep looking. You don't want me to go there. So from what I've read, this place is allegedly open world. So maybe that's why they had to take the time to tell us about some of the places in the town. Am I going to drink more coffee? Probably. So, unexpected trouble is coming your way.
There's always trouble heading my way in this job. But I'm always up for a little excitement, too.
A lot of fun at the Lucky Place theme park.
There's no theme park in this town, though. All that good luck is just slipping away. But I think I'll have a thrilling enough time right here anyway.
Okay, let's just look at it one more time, maybe? Do not act without thinking first. Lucky number 3.
So, my lucky number is 3 today. The first case I worked after joining the FBI had 3 victims.
I don't know how long I can keep going with that, so... He can tell his future with coffee, which I guess isn't that weird because people have been doing fortune telling with like tea leaves in the past. So maybe that's not that weird. But there aren't many normal things about this man. That's for sure. It's just a flesh wound. Now, did it cost me money to save at this payphone? Well, whatever. That's fine. Well, let's get going. Coffee says we're not gonna have a nice day, so... But I didn't do anything. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna save again, sure. Oh man, there's gonna be fishing? There's gonna be fishing in this game. Get psyched, people. Unbelievably delicious turkey sandwich.
A police car. So we have King George to thank for preparing a car for me. A pleasant surprise, eh, Zach? Let's take it for a spin. I have to tell you, Zach, this place simply amazes me. The keys were left on the front hood, and nobody stole the car. Values. This town has what the country needs. Values. Let's head over to the sheriff's department.
Oh no. Oh no, there's driving. I'm not gonna remember any of that. A flare. I don't even know what direction I'm supposed to be going. I don't even have a license in real life. And I'm 23. God. Clearly I didn't play enough GTA in my youth. Oh no, and there are cars. There are cars, guys. I'm so doomed. I'm assuming I have to possibly turn around at some point. This is such a bad idea. Well, this is illegal. Woo! I have to turn around, I guess. Ooh, what's this way? Trying to obey the rules of the road, but back up. Oh man. Well, this is a bit of a break in action. But I'm really glad that there's a driving portion, because that's what I've always said survival horror games have lacked. I wonder what happens if you crash, though. Like, I'm gonna assume I have to go this way. Yep. I'm just gonna make my own lane in the middle. How about that? It's a lovely day for a drive. I think we're in a residential area now, so... Oh, and I have a gas meter, too. Oh, boy. Excuse me. Pardon. I'm not signaling my turns. Can I park this boy? Yeah. That was so necessary.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out?
We're supposed to go through Anna Graham's file at the sheriff's office, but if you want to act on a hunch, then I'm with you.
Oh. Wrong place. Well, at least it wasn't very insulting the way that he told me that I was in the wrong place. That's always nice. Alrighty, let's turn around. Oh man, this is gonna be disgusting. I guess it's a good thing I don't drive in real life. Am I gonna hit someone's car? Yep. Why is this a thing? Okay, where am I supposed to go then? Excuse me. Sorry. Don't you know I'm a not very well man? I'm not very well.
So, Zach, about those bonus features in DVDs nowadays.
You know, the ones from the 80s have almost no bonus material. Even if they do, it's a trailer and the visual quality is pretty bad. Well, that visual quality is a good reminder of those days. So many new audio and visual appliances were coming out back then. Do you remember the first video deck we bought? We bought it to record one of the Star Wars movies on TV. And remember when that video store opened, we spent hours there, just trying to find a good movie to rent. There weren't that many to choose from back then. I remember renting some really bad ones after reading those back cover taglines.
Oh, Zach, we're here. Let's continue our chat later. That's one fine building for such a small town. The exterior woodwork is spectacular. Don't you agree, Zach?
Pleasure to meet you, Agent Morgan. We've been expecting you. I'm Thomas McLean, the sheriff's assistant.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please just call me York. It's what everyone else calls me.
Very well then, Agent York.
I believe I owe you a thank you for retrieving my belongings from my car. Thanks.
Oh, no, just doing my job. I want to help do everything I can to help the investigation. I just can't believe Anna was murdered. She was such a bright and lovely girl.
Did you know her well?
Well, no, not really. But it's a very small town. I'm sorry. It's just that this is the first really big case I've ever seen.
I understand. Just try to relax. Can I have a look at Anna's file now?
Yes, of course. The sheriff told me to let you through to the meeting room, but I've lost the key to the cabinet where the files are. Why don't you take a look around while I go look for it?
Okay, let me know when things are ready.
Zach, Thomas appears to be the kind and sensitive type, totally at odds with the monarch. Almost a good setting for a cartoon.
Okay. I actually have a bad feeling I might have had my microphone on mute during the driving sequence, but I'm not gonna know until I exit out. So, let's end this episode for right here. Oh boy. I don't really know what to think right now, but we're gonna just keep trucking along, see what else this game has in store for us.